You are now tuned in to the new Old Heads podcast, brought to you by BringingDownTheBand.com. No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, and Printfinity. I am Major 7th. I make beats. I have the hard drive to prove it, and I want that smoke. And directly in front of me, the maestro of Bringing Down the Band, amongst other things. I gotta spruce up these introductions, man. This man does a lot. Y'all do a lot. So,
well, thank you. Hello.
The curator, we can call him that as well. Longevity.
I'm a creative connoisseur.
Look out now. We see you. Happy New Year, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You too.
Caddy Corner.
Happy New Year's.
New Year, yeah. Yeah. Don't
Happy
get me
New
started
Year's.
on that. Caddy Corner. Already in 2018?
Because
say
that's
your piece,
what
man.
that
Go ahead.
is.
No, I mean that's just to the people that say Happy New Year's.
Okay, fair
That's all that
enough.
was for.
Fair enough. Caddy Corner rocking the Adidas full suit Brooklyn. Fresh to death as always. My player partner, DJ Jay Diff.
Salutations.
How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Good to see
Something
you.
like excellent.
Okay.
2018 in this bit.
I like it.
Of the
Mine.
salute.
I like
Mine.
it. And to my immediate left, the incomparable DJ Spoolz.
Immediately.
Hello, Michael.
How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. It's a damn good Bulls hat that you have on.
Thanks, man.
I like
They're doing
that.
better. They're playing
Yeah.
better.
Shout out to Chris Dunn. I see you. We see you out there.
You know, it's funny, man. A couple years ago, that's who I wanted them to, like, if they were going to trade Jimmy Butler
Yeah.
back, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
Get
I
him.
wanted to get done.
He was
Ended up
trash.
happening
He was
basically the
trash in
next year.
Minnesota, but they letting him go in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's cold in Minnesota.
Cold like Minnesota.
What?
I like that. What? Timed appropriately.
I think we're just in that mood right now.
Yeah, it's 2018, man. We're going to turn up. We old, but we can still turn up. This is episode 62 to
We
start off
ain't
the
old,
new year.
man. Speaking for yourself.
I respect that.
Yeah.
We the new old heads.
We just the new old heads.
There you go. Episode 62. I have not a clue. Spoolz, you got anything?
Jim Langer.
Nah.
He was one of the greatest centers in NFL history.
Is it
Played
60?
for the Dolphins.
Isn't 62? Isn't there a number with 62 that goes with like Roger Maris or something like that? Or am I tripping? I had to look it up.
I think it's 61. Or
61?
maybe
Is
it's
it
62.
62?
I don't know.
61?
Didn't we
All right.
just talk about this last week?
I
Yeah,
feel like
okay.
these are going to be the tough numbers, man. So
Yeah,
well,
well,
we already knew this was coming. So we're just gonna call this the episode
62nd
62.
episode.
There we
Yeah.
go. Fair enough. 2018 is here. As we talked about on the last episode, a lot of new stuff coming down the pipeline. We got some neat stuff prepared, so we have been working to try to enhance the experience. It's gonna be dope. We got a lot of dope ideas, so y'all be patient with us. We got some good stuff coming out. I'm trying to think. Do you guys want to jump in? Want to go ahead and jump in, or is there anything that I'm missing that you want to say before we get started? It's a new year, fresh start.
Just Happy New Year's to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Terry.
Happy New Year's Day.
Yeah. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Lots of bell ringing.
That's 3 off top, bruh. Yeah. That's how you feel?
Quick.
Can't
Okay.
Just
go.
pulling the trigger in 2018.
Can you ring it again for Spoolz banging it on the table like that?
Banging on the table.
Thank you.
Jingle bells.
It's a
Bitch.
lot
Shout out
of
to
fun.
Dope Bad Ideas. They got us with the fresh knit
Did you
joint
say
right here.
dope bad ideas?
You wanted me to say Dope Bad Ideas.
I really don't because I like them.
No bad ideas. They hit us up with this nice
Enunciate,
knit
man.
joint. This knit is dope though. Multiple colors. They got the
I bet I know who's taking that.
man. They got the brown patch that says "No Bad Ideas" on
I don't.
the front or back, depending
Watch.
on how
Watch
you
what
want to
happens.
rock it. But yeah, this is fresh right here. I might could have to. Sorry, Mama. could have to
No.
on this one.
No.
Spoolz will get it. He don't even like it. He'll just get it. So I don't.
I like it a lot. I've got a lot of hats, but I want that one.
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump in. So something
Whoops.
dope.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Lone is playing one of these games that he plays.
One
Is
of
this
these games that he plays.
one of these shooting games that he excels in. I can't play these.
Kill death ratio is important.
Yes, it is.
It is, and
more
I'm not
Don't
good.
get Mike started.
I'm not very
Yeah.
good right now.
Yeah, Terry
Ugh.
made him lose everything. He
I did
saved up
not.
for like a year.
I did not.
A year. How long has this game been out, Sean?
We're not going to talk
About
about
a
old
year?
stuff.
About a month, maybe.
About a month.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
Okay.
About a
give,
month or
give,
two.
give or take 11 months or so. But
Yeah. Off the 2 games that I played under his
yeah,
profile.
Lone lost everything.
Mhm.
He had like 1 kill after
Yeah.
he's done.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so something
Sad.
interesting happened. We had some fun
Yeah.
the other night.
The other night.
Yeah, we went over to shout out to the homie Jay Moore, the 5th new old head. We went over to his crib, had a good time. And DJ MetroGnome actually, and he set me up too. You know, MetroGnome's a good dude. You know, he's a solid guy, very positive.
What did he set you up for?
He set me up, man.
How?
He sent me a text message probably around, I'd say around 5:30 or 6 o'clock on yesterday.
On yesterday?
Was it yesterday? What's today? Yeah, ring that. Go ahead, ring that. What was that, Monday? Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm old.
This bell
man.
is getting to work.
It is.
I'm old. Man.
Early.
It's New Year's Day, man.
He had hit me up on yesterday.
You know when he hit me up, man.
On yesterday.
On yesterday. I say that in church. On yesterday.
That's on yesterday.
On yesterday. But yeah, he hit me up, man, on some real positive MetroGnome type stuff. Hey, man, what's going on? Just wanted to know if you were going over to Jay Moore's house. I saw his shoulders doing this when he was saying, hey, man, what's up? You know, just wanted to know if you were going over Jay Moore's house. I said, yeah.
Is that what he did with the text message?
Yeah, I could see it, though. I saw it through the text message.
Through.
You know, yeah, and he was like, yeah, you going over there? I said, yeah, I'll be over there. And then he sends me a picture of a NES system. And then there's a screen that's above it with Tecmo Super Bowl on it. So to me, I'm like, all right, so he's on bull now because he's like a world-renowned Tecmo player.
In all fairness, though, didn't you post something to social media
Glad
within
you
the last
said that
couple of
because
weeks?
what I said was, and I quote, I will partake in this. Yeah, thank you. I will do this, but my issues were lone recording it and making it into an extravaganza. Shout out to Cameron. Welcome you to extravaganza.
What's wrong with being an extravaganza?
No, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to play the game and relive my childhood. Y'all want to make an extravaganza, so that turned into somehow, you know, Terry was in the kitchen or whatever. Once we got over there, because he did bring the system, and Terry's like, "Yeah, you said you was gonna smoke him. I never said.
I
that.
ain't never say nothing like that.
You said you was gonna beat him. I never
the lies.
said that.
The lies.
That's what you said.
The
But
lies.
I went with it. So
The lies.
MetroGnome, I will give him credit. He did allow me to play one game, you know what I'm saying, just to get my feet wet. I actually won that game. It was a 17-6. I won that game. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Who'd you beat?
Who did I play? I forgot. I
Todd.
feel bad.
Oh, you played Todd.
Yes, sir.
Shouts
Yes,
to
sir.
Sounds by Todd.
Yes, sir.
DJ.
So I played him, and we had a good time. I think it was 17-6. So MetroGnome comes in, you know, swag into the kitchen. We got the game loaded up. And, yeah, he is as advertised. He's very good at Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
I lost. I
How many
I
times?
lost
See,
again.
you're leaving out some of the stories. So
I lost again, and then I lost again.
Yeah. Y'all
now-
was sitting on the couch because I didn't say anything about you was getting smoked. I said I was ready for the main event.
No.
And then he said,
It had undertones,
No,
though.
it didn't.
It did.
Then you go,
It had
here he goes with the
undertones.
negativity.
Yeah, you
Like,
were
how's
negative.
that negative?
Man, you know what we came to see. That
How's
has
that
negative.
negative?
That has negative undertones.
No, it doesn't.
You didn't come to watch me play Tecmo Bowl and relive my childhood. You wanted me to get my ass kicked.
Nah, I wanted to see a good
No,
game.
you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay.
You didn't want to see. That's not what you were
That's
there
just
for,
how you
man.
felt. That's how you
No.
felt in your soul. That's why you lost.
I did. I mean, he's good.
You was
know what I'm saying?
you was defeated before you even played.
No, I
'Cause
wasn't.
That's how you was.
Because I
feeling.
didn't quit. I heard a lot of people that play him quit. I didn't quit.
Who quit? Nobody quit.
Didn't he say calm? Shout out
Oh,
to
you
calm.
talking
Didn't
about?
he say?
I think you talking about in general.
Yeah.
I thought you meant last night.
Somebody quit. So I don't quit. But he beat the brakes off of me pretty good. We did have one game that was 9-6. So
Overtime.
overtime. He is as advertised. He's probably the best Super Tecmo Bowl player that I've seen. Lone lost, I think 45-0.
No, 57.
Sorry.
That was bad.
I was like, Terry, how you feel about that? He was like, man, it's cool.
I didn't say that.
But see, I didn't care.
See how
though.
you making stuff up, bro?
Why am I making stuff up, man?
You
weren't enthused.
You gonna be full of shit in 2018.
No,
bro.
but you weren't enthusiastic. You weren't
Nah,
enthusiastic
this is
when
exactly
Lone was
what
losing.
This is
What'd you
exactly
say?
what I
Tell
said
him
at
what
the
you said,
end
son.
once he lost.
Tell him what you said.
I said it was similar to the Browns record of this past season,
Let me
which
ask,
was 0-16.
Let me ask you this. All right, fair enough. I may have embellished that.
Yeah,
Let me take a step back.
embellished with relish.
Check this out.
And
So
mustard.
if I had lost, we'll say 45-0. Would you have said the Browns thing that you just said?
I just said, hey, you got dusted, bro.
Okay.
You got
all right.
dusted.
Fair enough. But long story short,
I mean, I lost, but I knew I was going to lose. And
I was in the kitchen.
Lone's game is Joe Montana. What 94? Is that what you said? You're the one you play the most.
I mean, back then, I never played Super Tecmo Bowl like that. I mean, I played it, but I never
Tecmo
played
Bowl
it
is
like
dope,
that.
man. All time classic. But
I played
was in
Zelda.
the kitchen singing.
I was a Zelda person, man.
Singing trap songs and singing Drew Hill.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
He did have some heat on his
Eating
music.
hummus
though.
and stuff. Chicken wings.
and things.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
So
a good time.
all in all, man, it was a great time. You can go to my Instagram.
I had
page and see some
Brad
foolishness.
Mustard had 11 carries for 43 yards.
Hey, to Lone's credit,
and that was my goal.
Yeah,
so.
to Lone's credit, he did get buckets with him. He did get some good positive yardage with him.
Got some buckets.
Yeah,
in football.
We say get buckets.
But you don't see right now.
That goes
is what
across
I'm
the
doing
board.
to these
I always
people.
say get buckets.
Okay.
I'm getting
when
buckets.
Peyton Manning was spraying boys, I say he's getting buckets.
I'm getting
He's
buckets
money.
right now in this game.
Yeah, he can get
Shout
buckets.
out to Jay
in
Moore
this.
too.
Yeah, that's the homie.
For having us over, and
Yeah.
he always has a good New Year's Day party, man. It's fun.
So shout out to the homie. But overall, man, we had a good time.
The
man. We
road
laughed a lot.
sugar get together.
Yes, sir.
I am
Speaking of
giving
that,
them to work right now. I'm about to
we
get
see
shot in
you,
the back.
Long. Speaking of them, though, we can jump into those two games. Georgia, triple overtime. I was in the kitchen. Long did say triple overtime. They took out Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield is at the crib.
Yeah, they got him. Got into him.
Yeah, he. I thought it was interesting that one of the players for Georgia was screaming to him, "Humble yourself."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
like
Good.
he screamed out to him like, "Humble yourself," and like,
I think
Dude-
that's good for him.
dude has a lot of Manziel in him in terms of off the field. He's real cocky. Does a lot of taunting. So, I thought it was dope that Georgia won. Like I'm that person. Sometimes I like to see people get knocked off. The other game, I think Bama pretty much handled Clemson. Clemson got them last year, and then the time before that, I know Bama put that work on them. Deshaun Watson is a beast, though. Get better, by the way, because he pretty much shredded up Bama. Was it last year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Greenbow,
So-
Alabama.
No, that Georgia Oklahoma game was really good.
It was a real good game.
High scoring. Oklahoma was up like 17
How did he
at
see
one
me?
point.
Yeah.
And- but no, man, I was glad to see. Like, I'm not a huge Baker Mayfield fan. He won the Heisman, and
Yes, he did.
he was a really, really good college quarterback, and I don't think his game will transfer to the NFL well at all.
Okay.
You know that
I know some
the
other
quarterback,
folks that
oh,
differ,
shoot.
but-
The quarterback for the Georgia actually played really well, though.
He's a true. He's a true
a
freshman,
freshman,
right?
too.
True freshman.
I really liked his composure a lot of times.
From
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple times where he was just getting rushed and he just kind of sidestepped.
He looked calm when he stepped up too.
yeah,
really
he's
is.
like 19. Like,
Yeah, so that'll be a good experience for him.
no, but Kirk Herbstreit that whole game was really a big fan of Baker Mayfield. And I was noticing that, and it was nice to see I wasn't the only one that noticed that via social media.
He was going hard for Baker Mayfield.
Oh man, it was ridiculous. Like, some of the things were pretty funny that I saw.
Well,
Like,
they say he's late first round, maybe early second round pick. I'm not
dude,
sure.
I've seen him as high in some like mock drafts. I've already started. I mean, it's January. Doesn't we got 5 months away, but I've seen him as high as 4th or 5th.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well-
Shannon Sharp was riding with Georgia.
Yeah, he was. He snapped this morning. He had his
He had the
miles.
yak.
He had
the
that yak. He had a tie joint with a toilet paper roll on it for roll tie. So yes, Shay be snapping on Undisputed, man. Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
And then
He's
Bama
silly.
looks-
Do you see the picture he posted this morning
Uh-uh.
where he was eating his breakfast?
Nah, what
He
was
had-
it?
He had the backwoods on the table. He had some Swisher sweets.
Yeah,
He had the black and milds.
yeah,
I'm like, man, he a fool, man. It's
yeah,
funny.
man. Shout out to Shay Sharp, man. I think he is perfect for television.
Yeah, I like
saying?
Shannon Sharp. And then Alabama looked strong in that second game. For
Dominant, man.
I mean,
Well,
that's a given, though.
The first half was close. It was 10-6 at half.
Yeah.
And then I think Clemson got a turnover in their the first possession.
See, I don't know if I like this bell anymore because he
He's just keeping
Now-
it closer to him. I think it's good.
Terry's like,
we might as well just leave it right there.
what we gonna call it? The Terry Bell now, right? I guess.
No, it's still the fuck shit.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of that, Spoolz.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to what I was saying.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It was a good game, and the all SEC championship game Monday will be interesting.
They're all the same people.
Word. I got. I don't know who I have yet, Spoolz. My college football game is not high as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to take a guess, man, it's hard to go against Saban.
Alabama
and Bama,
will
man.
be favored, but
Yeah.
I I really would like to see Georgia win. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, it'd be a dope story. Because this is Saban's 5th championship if he wins, which is
Fifth or
stupid
sixth, right?
if you think about it. So he'd be the first. I think he'd be the first coach to win 5 national championships.
It's wild.
If he wins. So I missed what you said, but I know it was.
It wasn't me. It was
see.
you just messing up.
Yeah.
You know
keep
what?
going,
Just
Mike.
keep rolling with the
Keep
punches.
going.
No, that's cool.
You good.
That's cool. You know what, Jay Diff, I'm not going. This whole year, I'm working on it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be negative towards you. I'm not. I'm
Just
going to work
you.
on.
Just me.
I'll still be negative to Spoolz alone, but with
Okay.
you, I'm going to
cool.
work on it.
Okay.
Was that
I'm
some
saying.
sort of acknowledgement?
Yeah, it is sometimes. Because sometimes, he ran up on me in the club at, shout out to the Icon contest.
Terry will run up on you.
Yeah, so we're at the Icon, the DJ contest.
What I do, man?
You know what I'm saying? I'm towards the back. I'm watching,
Come to you. Say, man.
I think it was DJ Impromptu. Shout out to her. Her set was dope. I'm watching her. She's doing her thing. It's a ladies themed joint. So she's doing her thing and blending. It was dope. She had tons of support out there. And then all of a sudden somebody walks up to me. You know how people look you up and down like that? Like
Yeah,
they
kind of
want-
like how you do everybody.
I don't do that though. Terry was like, and then Terry saw me. He was like he's never seen me before. He was like, "What's up, man?" I said, "What's going on? How are you, sir?" He was like, "What's up?" And then I gave him the money that I owed him. So it scared me, but I did give him the bread. So
Good thing he didn't catch you at the
he ran up on me quick.
Be like,
Somebody bump into
be
you
like,
and keep
barbershop,
walking.
man.
This is some good
He was at the
OJ.
barbershop.
Yeah.
What's that Family Guy? This is some
Yeah.
good OJ.
He kind of walked by me like somebody bumped into you by mistake and keep going. And I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "What's up?"
Yeah. No
What's
salt.
up?
No salt. Man.
No salt. What's
So
up?
Terry be
I
out
don't
there.
want no salt.
If y'all have any problems with Jay Diff, just know he will walk up on you in the club and try to get
Wasn't
that bread
even
out
like
you.
that, B.
That's still my homie though.
People get walked up on in the club every day, B.
What's up? What's up, Stanley?
Stanley. What's up, Stanley?
Hey, he said that much. Hey, you stupid.
Stanley.
So speaking of the bell, I thought this was very interesting.
Speaking
so
of
the
the bell.
Colts Neo rule, which this is a possibility from what I
Oh,
read.
yeah.
So try this. This is Fox 59 that posted this. I think it was. I always get this wrong, but
Go ahead and figure it out. Let's see if we can figure it out.
it's 2018. So.
Yeah.
I believe when we were going over possible topics, Terry posted this. Is that correct?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Well, that's one for me this year.
You get,
job,
you get
Mike.
So
one
Terry,
notch.
Terry shared that. So let me read what Fox had. It says Colts fans who are offended by players kneeling during the national anthem could have their tickets refunded under legislation being filed by an Indiana lawmaker. Representative Milo Smith, Republican, Columbus, told our news gathering partners at the Indy Star the proposed legislation would allow fans at home games to ask for a refund during the first quarter. Check this out. He says, "To me, they take a knee during the national anthem. It's not respecting the national anthem or our country." Representative Smith said, told the newspaper, "Our government isn't perfect, but it's still the best country in the world, and I think we need to be respectful of it. This has nothing
That's
to
a
do with
conservative
why
thing.
they are kneeling."
People just, I see that all the time, man. Like,
Indiana shit, man.
Yeah, like when you type that, I had to really think about
like,
it.
what fucking good is that? The season's over,
Yeah,
and there were like 18 people at the Colts games at the end of the season
Yeah.
anyway. Like,
yeah. And
thanks, Milo.
so when I saw that, I'm like, okay. And then when Terry was like, "Yeah, that's some Indiana shit," I'm like, it is.
Totally is, man.
it's beyond Indiana, though.
It is, but it's just so Indiana.
It's
I mean,
easy to be like, "Yeah, that's
this
some
is
Indiana
this
type
is
stuff."
the place where Mike Pence was
Yeah,
freaking born and raised. It's
Yeah.
just nasty, man.
yeah. Talk that
Just-
talk.
It's just,
It's
It
just
is.
nasty.
Columbus-
I
Columbus
have to be
too.
associated with that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Ugh.
Columbus, the same place that this guy's from too. That's
Oh,
where
yeah?
Pence is from. Mhm.
yeah. So there it is.
They're definitely out there having oral sex with their mouths.
I ain't even want to go there, man. But you
Yeah.
know,
like
hey man,
balls and
sometimes
stuff?
people
Licking
test.
balls.
Some people, some people testify, bro.
Well,
let her
all
live,
right.
man.
Hey.
She's working through that. At least she said she was doing it.
God is real.
You talking about Mike Pence right now?
No,
Yeah.
Mike. I don't know if Mike Pence was out there on the
Yeah,
balls. I hope
yeah.
not.
Get them blessings, bitch.
Spoolz.
Yeah.
Is this? First of all, give me a percentage of this this foolishness actually coming into play, we'll say what next season? Would they have enough time to try to get it approved for next year, or is this how realistic is this in your opinion?
I hope not very at all, but again, it being Indiana,
would you be surprised?
it's possible.
Okay.
Like, so here's what's interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas Oil holds 70,000 people, so certain percentage of those are going to be season ticket holders. Like, I wonder how this whole thing would work. You said you have to say something within the first quarter.
First quarter. Yeah.
Take your ass home. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: even if you weren't offended, why wouldn't you just go for the first quarter and then be like, "Yeah, I was really, really offended by that," and get your money back and go watch the game at a bar?
Or why don't you just grow up?
Well, there's
That's
that.
a good
I'm
answer.
just saying, like, even if this were to go into play, like, there's still like that's just stupid. Like,
It doesn't make any sense.
and
Not
especially
at all.
for it coming from the conservative side, because it's all about this feeling, right? The same types of feelings that I feel like conservatives put liberals down for often.
Okay.
And like this stupid 5-year-old mudslinging that happens in politics, like like the whole snowflake thing and feelings and all this other stuff that conservatives seem to bash liberals for. Like, that's what this is. I feel offended by this.
Yeah.
It's just it's interesting.
That's very interesting. It is,
You
and
guys-
very ironic
Yeah.
that it's okay for you to have feelings and call names and whatever, but when somebody else does it, oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
I just lit my own person up.
I believe that
Not
is-
to mention
is,
that you're going to a game. Okay, so the first disrespectful act that you've seen at that football game is when that flag gets taken across the field,
Okay.
the whole length.
Okay.
If you want to be technical about
Talk
it,
that talk.
that's
Tell
the
'em.
first disrespectful thing
Now,
that
how-
you see
now-
at every fucking game.
Jump into why that is disrespectful.
Because if you want to get down to the rules and
Okay.
how a flag is supposed to be displayed, it's not supposed to be displayed like that.
Okay.
It's actually not even supposed to be on any jersey, any item of clothes. It's not supposed to be on any cup, whatever the hell you want to put it on. Tommy Lauren wore a whole dress that was American flag, and she's the main person.
But that's
that calls
not
everybody.
offensive.
Exactly.
That's not offensive.
But I mean, that's technically offensive.
If we're going by the rules.
Yeah, if
the
we're going
book.
by the rules.
Yeah. But for some reason, it always seems that there's always an adjustment in the rules or how things are applied. There's always seems to be a loophole somewhere.
It depends on who's on the receiving end.
Yes.
Very true.
You beat me to it. It depends on who is on the receiving end. Like, it's always like the goalpost is moved often.
Well,
you know.
it just goes back to the same conversation we always have. I mean,
True.
conservatives don't see it's just the not seeing the issue.
Yeah.
So Dave Chappelle even touched on it in his new stand-up when he talked about, well, we finally found out what makes Caucasian people upset or something like that. It's kneeling or it's something like that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. I probably butchered it, but
We'll have to check that out tonight.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, if you all haven't got a chance to see Chappelle's new material on Netflix, man, it is very, very good. Shout out to my cousin James. He's a patron as well. We watched it. And
James is who we golfed with, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
man.
who we golfed
Shout out
with.
to James.
He witnessed Spoolz fall out of a golf cart.
and there's that is.
But yeah,
Lit
we
up.
watched it, and I was
Tumbled.
just tumbled. Yeah, you did.
It's a nice little roll.
2 rolls. 2 full rolls.
I was scared for like 3 seconds, but then when I looked and saw that he was okay, I laughed extremely hard. But but yeah, we watched his Netflix specials and they were very, very, very dope. So Chappelle's a genius, man. The way he, weaves these things in terms of the topics that he talks about. So yeah, shout out to Dave.
Yeah.
He's got
But-
some dope material.
Back to what you were saying originally, like, hopefully there's low chance of this actually happening, but knowing Indiana, it's possible.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I was looking at. I've been doing more. Sometimes I see stuff, and Terry put me on to. I'm gonna give him P's again, because Terry used to always tell me, man, you can't look at everything that is posted on Facebook or that's a post, because everything is not authentic when you see it. Like, sometimes it's websites that troll, sometimes it's fake news. I hate saying that, but you know what I mean.
I hate fake news.
Fake
man.
news. I hate saying that shit, but you know what I mean.
No, I mean I just hate fake news.
in
It's
general,
everywhere.
in general,
I wish
yeah.
people would stop fake news and Donald Trump.
Because there was something I posted. I don't
That's
know
why
what
the
it,
Onion's awesome.
The
There's
Onion's actually real now.
Yeah.
there's something I posted, and I remember you hit me up, and Terry was like, hey man, you can't post that, man. Everything ain't, whatever. But I did read an article where, and if this is real, I'm laughing extremely hard that Trump is saying he will postpone his normal visit to the UK if Obama is invited to Prince Harry's wedding instead of him. And
It's so stupid, man.
but it's stupid, but it's believable based off him being who he is. Is it
but
not? Is it not though? Is that not believable?
I'm saying it probably is true, but I mean it's so stupid.
That's stupid.
Like his entire life is an Esquire magazine.
It is, dude. In all the ridiculousness that if you like or don't like about other presidents in the past,
Yep.
this never would have come up as a topic.
Facts.
He's going.
No one
and I'm
cared
not going.
if Bush came and Obama didn't want him to come, or vice. No one would have ever.
I mean,
happened.
whenever Trump would show up to Obama stuff, Obama would just thrash him
Facts.
while he would be sitting in the audience.
He would give him bars while he was in
Comedy.
the audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I laughed because I'm like, the world that we live in now, that's not far fetched. Like that's real.
It's funny that he says that now because remember when he first took office and he had all of that jazz about him and Obama being cool and
Nah, I wasn't
they're
going.
actually friends.
I
and
wasn't
whatever.
going. You've
right.
done everything. Your goal has been to undo everything that he did.
Everything.
So you trying to tell me that y'all cool? And if
Yeah.
you think about it, his inaugural speech was really talking about shitting on everything that happened the past 8 years and fixing it or changing it. So when I saw this, I was I laughed extremely hard because of the potential for it being as real as it is. So who throws a fit for not getting invited to a wedding
Donald
as
Trump.
the president of the United States?
70-year-old baby.
But
Mark ass Buster.
but he applies it to like his actual political duties because he's like, no, I'm not gonna make my visit that I normally have to make because I didn't go to a wedding.
Don't go then. Don't nobody care. They probably really don't want to invite you anyway. They just have to invite you because you're a dignitary.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He doesn't have a lot of dignity though.
He done what? I didn't hear you.
He doesn't have a lot of dignity. Though.
Not at all.
He's just a Terry.
He's
What is that supposed to mean?
yeah. Elaborate, sir. What does that mean?
That was actually a freestyle that didn't come out right.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Because that makes no
He's
sense.
just a
So actually,
Terry.
you know
Can
what?
I use that?
You know
Or
what,
is
what it
you?
means he actually is?
Dignity,
He's
dignitary.
nothing because he's not Terry either.
Ah,
Because he doesn't have dignity or Terry.
that's a good save.
Dignity.
So he doesn't have any dignity because he's not Terry.
No.
No,
You
that's
said,
not what I was saying.
Like
no.
dignity and then dignitary.
So he has no dignity. So I just took off the dignity.
So he's just a Terry.
Then he was just Terry, and I was like, oh wait, Terry. said right
Dignitary,
now.
dignity.
So it was a
dignitary.
complete coincidence, but
Yeah, that's that bullshit. I'm going to ring the bell for that. too.
Go ahead.
you're only ringing the bell because your name was brought up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You said, yep, that's
I like
why.
how you worded that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you worded
That's
that.
exactly why. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how
I'm
you
not going to
worded that.
sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, you're right.
He's gonna salt it though.
No
No
thought.
salt.
No thought.
Those are-
No salt.
So I got a question. In terms of music, South Memphis, in terms of music,
In terms of it.
music,
In terms.
in terms of music, when we talk about music,
When we talk about it.
2018. Are
This
there
year.
any projects or from artists that you guys are particularly looking forward to? Is there anything that you're like, I'm curious to see what he does with a follow up or what she does with a follow up, or is there anything that you guys are looking forward to? Because I think there
there are
was
a
so much
couple.
heat last year.
There are a couple.
You got a couple?
Yeah, the Chris Dave and the Drumheads project I'm looking forward
Oh,
to.
You put me onto that.
Evidence is dropping an album. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Those are the two main ones.
Nas album might be done finally. I don't know.
I thought about Nas, but I don't believe it's
I
gonna
don't
come out, so I'm
believe
not
it
gonna
either.
get hype.
His album was done 2 years ago.
It still ain't come out.
It ain't even out.
Yeah.
Khaled gonna drop another album before Nas's album comes out.
I'm straight on another Khaled album.
Yeah.
Get your success. I'm with that. Cool. Feed your family. Enjoy your son. I'm cool with all that. But I'm straight on Khaled albums. I don't need. I never really.
But he's the best,
He did it.
And Khaled albums.
No matter what.
man.
Khaled albums never do it for me. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just not for me. But I feel like it's just a big
You
long.
know, this summer he's
ass-
going to have a jam or two.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is an album I want to hear.
What's that?
Pusha T.
Oh, he's on the clock for this year.
Yep.
Okay. You think Kanye's gonna do anything this year? And are you excited about it? That's the real question.
See, this is the thing about Kanye.
Because you a Kanye fan.
I am.
As am I.
It's I don't know, man. It's like,
is the clock ticking on him being trash from here on out? I'm serious.
I know.
If you think about it.
I was just I heard something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mike.
I
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to say that he would be trash. I don't think he drops anything that's trash per se.
Trash is strong for Kanye.
Yeah.
I give him that much respect. You're right.
He just drops,
except for Yeezus. I ain't.
dropped some interesting things here lately. But no, I don't.
You think he's gonna drop? It's about time. If you think about him.
Well, he was in the
Hov
mountains
and
or
all
something
that.
recording something last year, but I don't know.
In the mountains.
In the mountains,
Literally.
What's up?
Yeah.
It was like
He can throw a
Wyoming or
football.
something.
Yeah,
quarter
some
mile.
random place in Wyoming. Yeah.
Montana or something.
Was it
Right over the
Montana?
mountain,
In 1984, I could throw a football quarter mile.
clear over the mountains. But nah, man. If he drops something, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I can't say that I'm going to be
That's
expecting
my
anything.
question. What are your We always talk about. Matter of fact, it was a couple shows ago. You talked about holding our favorite artists accountable.
Yeah.
When they put product out. So are you looking at it like, I'm not gonna hold him to the normal Ye standards. I'm gonna let him get his feet wet, let him get back.
His
into
feet
putting it
are
out.
already wet. He's swimming in
At
the
least you
ocean now.
honest. At least you honest. At least you honest.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm to the point now where I'm like, he had such a great start as a rapper, as a producer. It's kind of like now after the last couple albums, I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. But I used to look forward to him.
I can tell you,
Dark Twisted Fantasy. I look forward to that.
I can tell you who I want to hear new albums from this year. If it were,
Go ahead.
We're gonna go down. The Roots. They could give me another album. That would be
nice.
awesome. Anderson .Paak. I know he's gonna be touring, or he is touring right now, so that may not
See if
happen.
this work.
Who else? Jay's too fresh.
it-
He
is it-
ain't dropping
is it-
albums every year like he
Is it
used
time
to.
for Pac? Didn't he just drop Pac? Didn't he drop Malibu? Was that 2 years
Malibu's-
ago?
It was like 2
Yeah,
years.
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, Spoolz, do you got anything you looking forward to,
Yeah,
or
man.
maybe looking forward to?
Oh,
know
another thing. Speaking of Spoolz, 'cause I
I'm
know-
sorry, Spoolz. Let's let Terry finish.
because I wasn't finished.
Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't finished.
Shine, man. It's about you shining. Go ahead.
I'm actually interested to hear if, and this is what pisses me off about Eminem, he did not utilize weapons that he has aligned on his label.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure he's going to get to those weapons. So
when
I'll
you
let
say
him.
weapons, tell the people who you're talking about or what you're talking about.
Well, Spoolz knows.
Spoolz knows. I
That's
know
actually
Spoolz
Who I
knows.
was going to say was I'm curious to see what Westside Gunn and Conway do. And
Okay.
Benny and that whole camp.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Like
no
the
way
Griselda
that,
dudes.
Yeah.
that M should have dropped the album without letting them shine a little bit.
But you know what's crazy? M might be smart knowing that Westside Gunn and Conway would have sounded like way out of pocket on that album.
He wouldn't
There's
have sounded
nothing
on
for
that
them on that
album.
album.
that album,
I don't think.
maybe.
I mean, he could have threw a bone, a real hip hop bone.
But
He's cut from the hip hop cloth.
But
He's done hip hop shit.
I just don't think it would have. That album was so, in my opinion, it was so left, subpar from what I usually expect from M. I'm like, if Conway would have been on there and just had like a 32, I'd have been like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't fit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel you on throwing him a bone, but maybe he'll do that through touring or through promotion when it's time for them to drop.
No, they're not going on tour with M on this new
Didn't
album.
they? But didn't they have a Griselda tour that was through Shady this past year? The one we were talking about wasn't Shady.
They toured with the Locks.
Wasn't Shady involved with that somewhere, or was that separate?
I'm saying
I'm not sure,
So
actually.
You're saying going with M.
I'm saying based
Okay.
on his content and his fan base,
Facts. I agree with that.
Conway and Westside Gunn are not touring with Eminem.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. He still. I'm just saying. I think he can
I'd
set
say
something up
this.
for them.
I'm not afraid.
A shady,
Hey yo.
like a shady Aftermath sampler
Yeah,
would be dope. I mean, Royce has been on tracks with Conway, a couple.
that's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
I think all those
Slaughterhouse,
dudes kinda-
maybe? You get
Slaughterhouse
with
and
them?
Griselda.
Joe
Yeah.
Budden is
Would be
not
dope.
feeling Eminem's new shit.
But I
And
like
he's
that he
on the
kept it.
label.
But I like that he kept it a buck about it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like Joe's candor is needed. Like he kept it a buck.
And that goes to show for people in the future too. You should be around people that keep it 100 with you at all times.
Man, I just posted this.
You
the
should
other
not
day.
be around a bunch of yes men.
Man, I just
how
posted
that
this.
works. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
If it doesn't work, say something.
In my opinion, yes men will stunt your growth.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you're always around people that's like, yeah, that's cold, yeah, that's dope, yeah, that's cold, yeah, that's dope. It's like, how are you going to truly challenge or test yourself to become better? If you're always hearing, yeah, you dope, you dope, you dope. Like, I always give my friends credit for being able to, they used to always tell me, I play stuff for them, nah, Mike, that ain't it. Nah, Mike, that ain't it. Nah, Mike, that ain't it. Or I'll send him something, and he'll be like, yeah, this is cool, but I like that one. You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah, this is cool. That one's okay. Maybe you might change this. Or, you know, I sent some stuff to DJ 𝐀𝐄𝐃. Shout out to 𝐀𝐄𝐃. He's like, yeah, man, this is dope, but you might want to try this or bridge or whatever. So I say that to say it's dope to never put yourself above constructive criticism, because that's
Definitely.
helped me.
Because a lot of people are still high off what they did years ago.
True.
Because everybody keeps telling them everything that they do is dope.
True.
And that's
It's
not
tough to
really
grow
the truth.
like that, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to
Yeah.
grow.
You'll never realize your potential if you always around people that tell you you nice.
Yeah.
To me. You know what I'm saying? So
Makes sense. Something else this year coming up. I saw buddy Chris sent me a message. So Cypress Hill is going to put a new album out, all produced by Muggs
really,
Interesting.
this year, called Elephants on Acid, I think, which is
That's
awesome.
that's a
name.
dope name.
But I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm an old Cypress Hill head from back
Are
in the
you?
day, and
It was
them
cool.
having Muggs back is cool.
It was cool to hear Be Real on that track on Muggs and Mayhem.
That last song. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I believe that Muggs is going to produce a whole album for Rock Marciano.
Listen, man.
This
Rock-
album, or
Rock-
this. I'm sorry, this coming year, if I'm not mistaken.
Rock
So
Marciano's
that would be
album, the most recent one he dropped.
The Rosebud's Revenge, or whatever.
Yeah, man, that took me back to, everybody had, I think we have phases as we grow up in terms of music, right? In terms of what we like. I had a phase, a grimy phase, where like that type of music is all I wanted to listen to. I didn't
Yeah.
want to listen to nothing on the radio. I didn't want to listen to anything except for that. Like what he just made, and it was dope to actually.
I've been in that phase for 22 years. No,
Yo, man.
I still like have an ear for all that a lot.
But I appreciate it though, because I'm like, yo, this is just good, grimy hip hop with
Rock
bars.
Marciano is dope, man.
Yeah.
Like he can
Yeah.
rap really well. Like
Yeah, I like that album when I listened to it because it took me back to that time frame and that mind frame of the type of music I used to listen to all the time. You couldn't tell me nothing.
it'd be cool if Royce put an album out.
It would.
That would be.
Did he
Really
drop
cool.
Layers this year or was it last year?
I think that's 16.
I can't remember.
It's got the black and white
When
art.
was Prime?
Can't remember.
Prime was
was 16.
16. Yeah, I was just listening to that.
Layers
a couple
might have
days
been
ago.
this year. I
Was it
don't-
this year? Could be. I could be wrong.
It was 17 last year, technically.
Yeah.
True.
Prime 2 is gonna come out though because
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I saw Ant-Man Wonder talking about
Nice.
that, and he sent Preem some sample packs. They sample him, which I think is dope. Shout out to-
Y'all
shout out-
checking for that new Mace album?
No.
No,
Take
Mr.
that.
I don't
Mr.
want.
Murder.
Speaking of, look
You
out
know
now.
ain't nothing changed but my limp.
Yeah, Layers was 2016.
Was it 16? Thought so. Okay. No, I'm not looking for a Mace album. I'm really not looking. You know what? I'm 50-50 on Dipset.
That's coming.
Yeah, that's
Are they
coming.
going? Everybody?
Yeah, I'm 50-50 on wanting to hear a Dipset album.
They're trying
I-
to get them checks.
Yeah. And I found out, I talked to my dude LJ and I told him, I realized why I hated Dipset so much when we were coming up is because they used to force feed it on me. Like every time we get in the car, it's Dipset. I was like, man, turn this shit off. Like these dudes, pars, rappers, like I don't want to hear it. And it's like they force fed me Dipset. And I went back to listen to some of the older stuff. I'm like, they weren't trash. Like they were cool. Great beats.
I think Joel Santana
I never
is
thought
not very good at rapping.
I never thought Jewels was cold.
I don't
Better
think Jim
than
Jones is really that good at rapping. I think Jim Jones is kind of corny. But I've
Yeah.
always liked Cam, man.
Yeah, Cam nice. I ain't even go front on Cam.
I like Cam.
He's simple, but
I
he's
like
nice.
his-
Yeah, he's not over.
He's not.
anybody's
He's
head.
not whack. I'd never call Cam whack, but
He's
I
not
got
even
a
trying
red
to be
bandana.
over lyrical or anything like that.
Nope.
He just
No.
like to talk his shit.
He's good at what he does. Yeah.
I got a red bandana
talk that.
in Montana.
Banana Fanta for Fanta.
And all my friends. That's the play.
P54. Yeah.
We got a chick down in '𝐀𝐂𝐃𝐒
She drink that pink Fanta.
Pina Colada.
Hey, and that's when all my friends would be in the car like, ooh, you hear he said Hannah Montana, Banana.
Pina Colada. She walk around in the ass. She toting a lotta.
That's that could definitely
Yeah,
be a
that's
Cam
Cam.
lyric.
Yeah,
And all my friends would get gas when he say stuff like that.
yeah.
So,
Well,
that
Remember on
lit-
the one song? Hey,
Maybe
I'll
that's
never
why I was-
forget the first time I heard "Suck It or Not." When he just come out the gate, my dick hard as a motherfucker. Like that's his first line on the song.
Hey, man.
Kill him.
Welp.
I've always
Kill
said,
it.
and I will stand by this. I argue with Andrew Barber all the time about this. I think Dipset's movement, he love them. I disagree, but their movement is undeniable. I will say that. I give y'all that. They had a stretch that is going to be a part of hip hop history. I don't care how you tell it.
It's a stretch, all right.
It's a stretch.
No.
How many years was
No,
it?
but you're right.
You know what I mean? What, 3 years?
Well, they kind of what it was they got popular and then they rode that Rockefeller wave
They did.
a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So Jay and Dame actually helped propel them
Facts.
to get where they was at. And I
Didn't-
think
didn't
Jay
Cam-
was actually kind of indifferent about the situation because
Yeah.
I think Dame had kind of brought them on without Jay's knowledge, and that was kind of the shift in when Jay was like, well, I'm going to do my thing, and you know what I'm saying?
Jay looks up and Dame is like, yeah, and Cam is about to be a president of some
Yeah.
shit.
Cam was the president for
Yeah.
a short time.
For
He
sure.
was.
Well, did he?
Of
Okay.
Rockefeller. Mhm.
Yeah, and I know Hove probably was like, "Come on, man." So
He
but
wasn't
it's-
feeling that.
but it's a Harlem thing. So, like I said, I don't know all the Hell Rail and Freaky Zeke and all these cats. Like I'm
They
straight.
just the homies that they put on because they got bread and
I'm
they bring in the
straight.
friends. I'm all for that. That's cool.
Yeah, put them on, man. But
I'm not buying the album though.
they dropped a joint though that had that vintage sound, heat maker sound.
Yeah.
It was straight. So we'll see. I'm trying to think. I can't think of all the people that I like dropped records this past year. Like
The
Rhapsody
last 2
dropped.
years have been really good for
Yeah,
music,
Kendrick
I feel like.
dropped. I think Cole dropped.
Crit.
Crit dropped.
Brother Ali,
Yep. I'm trying to think what else I missed. Sci-Hi dropped.
De La Soul, Common, Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe
These are the last
dropped.
2 years.
Yeah, like so the last couple of years have had some heat. I just don't know what's left. I feel like I'm always Sky Zoo's gonna drop a new project. He just posted a picture
seen
for
that.
the album artwork for that. So I always follow him. I want to hear him.
Was that on yesterday?
Come on, man. I ain't even reached for it.
When
It wasn't on. It wasn't
Another-
on yesterday.
an album I was listening to recently that was
That
really
was
good
just a troll, by the way.
over
Thank
over the last couple of years. That Smoke DZA and Pete Rock album
Yeah,
was really good.
Yeah, I think my favorite record on that joint is the one with Mac Miller. That joint is hard, man.
The one with Royce is dope. It's just called Hold the Drums or something.
Isn't Crit on that album too? Didn't he have a verse
On
on
the
it?
Smoke DZA, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that album was cold, man.
Rick Ross is on it.
Yep. He had
That beat is super dope, and it just
Willie
I
Hutch.
Yeah,
Shout out to my man Mac Wolf Priest.
his verse just ruins it for me.
Who, Ross?
Rouse.
Spoolz, are you pro Ross?
No.
Now wait, let me preface my comments. I ain't talking about the jail the officer stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about from an artist standpoint and the records that he puts out.
I respect the fact that he's been successful in rap. I definitely respect that. But
That's
I
it.
don't buy Rick Ross.
Respect
Rick
it.
Ross's music. I don't think Rick Ross is
Authentic.
that well, I think we all know that.
Okay.
But aside from that, I just don't think I think when he came in, there was a certain time in rap where don't know, it was another kind of small step down in more commercial type rap for me. Rick Ross just doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
Just like 50 Cent really never did it for me. Just like Lil Wayne really never did it for me. I know these guys all kind of came in at semi-different times, but it's somewhat similar.
I'll say this.
I mean, Lil Wayne's been rapping since he was a kid, and
I have the Ross conversation every once in a while with my guys, and I'm back. Here's the thing. This is what I'll say about Rick Ross. I think if everybody paid attention to detail and actually put in the effort in terms of a sequencing from a production standpoint that he does, I think there'd be a lot more good music out there. Whenever I hear Rick Ross project, I feel like he at least thought about how he put it together, like from the beats, you know what I'm saying, to how it flows. Like, I just like that shit when he put projects out. That's just my opinion.
I feel like with Rick Ross, this is one of the things, I feel like I know what he's about to say all the time.
I can't argue with that.
And that's something to me. And I know a lot of people that like Rick Ross. There's a lot of rappers. I'm a huge Scarface fan.
Okay.
Scarface
Deeply Rooted is dope.
He dropped Deeply Rooted
Yeah.
the Lost Files last week.
Did he really?
I missed that.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I got to go
I
check that
was
out.
listening to it yesterday.
Is it
I
he?
will probably just
It's
go
good.
buy that.
I mean, it's pretty much so. There's some remixes of the last album, and then there's some new songs on there.
Okay.
Deeply Rooted was a great album.
Yeah, Scarface doesn't drop whack shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
You know what I'm
what I
saying?
was saying was Scarface, I've heard him talk about how much he likes Rick Ross, and that still doesn't do. I mean, it just doesn't. Rick Ross just doesn't do it for me, man.
Rick Ross,
Lona,
he's
you
nice
pro
though.
Rick Ross? I can't remember. We've had this conversation every once in a while.
I don't listen to him.
Okay.
I think he's good. Like we've literally had a conversation on the show about this before.
I can't remember.
He's come up.
Yeah.
Okay. I just like the attention to detail that he puts into his albums.
he's
it's
good at what he does.
He selects good production,
You know what I'm
and he
saying?
rides the beats decently. He doesn't
Yeah.
say anything, but it's whatever. He makes cigar rap music.
Yeah.
I like the grown Rick Ross, though. I do.
Yeah.
So check it out. I like dope rap sometimes. You know what I mean? And his version of it is just to me very played out, man.
I don't know. I think it's good. Devil in a New Dress is hard.
Hard. The
His verse
production
on
is
that-
hard, though.
his verse
but
on
the
that is
production
silly.
is so cold on that,
It
though.
is.
It damn near don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, the production on that is so cold. Shout out to Bink.
Like he came in at that
I wanna
time
get
when
some of this
people would
Tetris action.
rhyme the same word with the same word and think it was like but being real clever about it.
Okay.
I just think,
Okay.
okay.
He's cool.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you some things I'm looking forward to in 2018 though.
Talk to me.
I can't wait until February.
What's that?
That's when Black Panther comes out. Can't wait to see that.
My cousin works at the movie theater back at the crib, and he said he saw an article where they have to trim it because it was damn near 4 hours.
Yeah, man. I can't wait.
So can you? To me, it's like, do you take is there an intermission if the movie's like 4 hours? You know what I'm saying?
It's not
They
going
gonna
to be 4
cut it.
They gonna
hours.
trim it though, right?
Now, the 4 hours will probably be on the director's cut when the DVD or Blu-ray comes out.
I heard
I'm
K-Dot
sure.
might have new music on there. I read an article about that.
I mean,
Kendrick.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm also looking
You guys
forward
think
to
he'll put an album out this year?
Who?
Kendrick?
Nah, I doubt it.
Nah, I think he gonna ride the wave of damn.
Yeah.
I never know though, cause TDE put out dope.
I mean, he just put
Product.
a video out for Love.
Yeah.
Love, yeah.
I haven't seen
I
this
still
yet.
haven't watched
Have you guys seen
It's
the
good.
video? The Sir and Schoolboy Q song.
No.
No, I haven't seen that
It's
either.
good though. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good song too.
What else you looking forward to, bro?
I'm looking forward to the second season of Atlanta. That also comes out in February,
Okay.
which also leads into, since we're talking about Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
which was created by Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino.
Probably one of the most talented people I've ever seen.
Definitely. He's very talented. He's playing Lando Calrissian in Star Wars, which will come out in December.
Nice.
So,
Interesting.
around a year from now, there'll be another Star Wars
I thought
movie
this
with
one
him.
that they just dropped was the last one for a while.
Nah,
No,
bruh.
I'm
It's
asleep.
supposed to be one every year.
Oh, they just
Yeah,
gonna milk.
But they're
gonna milk the
bouncing
franchise.
around the story. So,
For the next 400 years, they're gonna have some new
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Thanks to Long.
you know, Disney's buying up everything.
Yeah.
So,
Aren't they doing the Lion King remake as
yeah,
well?
that's supposed to come out this year,
Beyonce-
too. Or is that
Yeah,
next year?
Seth Rogen's in it too.
Really?
What is he playing? Pumbaa?
Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Gambino's in
Which
that
he
one
would
too.
be.
Are we
he
done?
is.
Are we done
Yeah.
making new movies?
I know, right? Seriously.
Gambino's in that one too. Beyonce, Gambino. I'm
Why
trying to
don't you
remember
make-
who else I saw on the. James Earl Jones is back.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just hope they
It's
don't.
gonna be a live
Yeah.
action, like.
But I
Oh,
hope,
really?
Yeah, it's not animated.
It's not gonna be a cartoon.
But I hope they don't. They said when I read one article that said there may be alterations to the actual story. So
I mean,
don't-
so technically, I don't know if y'all knew this, but there are some great similarities between Lion King and I believe it was like an Asian cartoon.
Okay.
So if you watch these cartoons side by side, it follows the same exact storyline.
Really?
Is the Lion
Yeah.
King the one that's got like subtle sexual things going on in it?
I think that's Shrek.
Shrek is
Yeah,
okay.
Shrek is one
Not Lion
they
King.
pointed that out.
I don't know.
Lion King is a classic, man.
I'm gonna look it up. While
I promise, whenever I have a child, I'm gonna hold my child up in the air
It stops.
like Rafiki did. Rafiki,
Rafiki, yeah.
like he did.
Rafika sound like somebody's cousin.
Yep, Rafika Jamel.
Rafika Jamel. Shout out to Rafika Jamel. We don't mean to offend if you out
Yeah,
there.
we appreciate your support, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Rafika.
he say, bro.
Yeah, bro. Here's one that I forgot. And Spoolz brought up Brad Jordan. There was something about
Brad Jordan is Scarface for those nuts.
for
Yeah,
y'all
you gotta reference
playing
that.
at home. Sorry about that. He said he and Quicker in the studio and they was gonna drop something.
Him and Quick.
Yes, I
Okay.
saw it on Instagram. He was like, "We in the studio and we working on the EP." After I almost fainted, I was like, "Yo, do you know how dope that would be? Quick production with Scarface bars. Can you? I can't even. I'm trying to imagine it. Like I don't know which way he's gonna go, but I just know it's gonna be dope because they too credible.
I saw Scarface was also in the studio, back in the studio with N.O. Joe.
Really?
Guy that, yeah. I think Scarface will have something this year. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Wasn't somebody linking up with Premiere too?
A lot of people.
But it wasn't like it was like a 2 Chainz or somebody like that. Was hooking
really?
up with. I don't know.
I mean,
I
he-
remember seeing something about that. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
dropped the banger with MC8 though. I will say that.
yeah.
Yeah, he executive produced that.
I still haven't
It had
listened
some-
to that album.
Bruh, he got some heat on that album. He didn't produce the entire thing, but he executive produced it, and he's got beats all over the place on it. So
Yeah.
that mug was cold. I would definitely suggest that one. But nah, man, Quick and Scarface is like, I just don't know
What
how
if
to.
Quick and MC8? I know MC8 was featured on Quick's album, but what if like Quick produced the whole MC8 joint
I couldn't take it because I love West Coast music.
Me
like,
too.
I couldn't take it.
or Battle Cat?
Oh man,
Here we
one
go.
of my favorites. Go ahead, Spoolz.
It's a pretty dramatic moment in The Lion King. Simba, Pumbaa, and Timon are laying in the grass looking at the stars, and Simba is
he's
left
on
wondering
that.
about his purpose in life. He walks off emotionally, flops down on the grass, the dust swirling in the wind, and look, that dust swirling in the wind looks a lot like it's trying to spell the word sex.
Well, Disney is weird about that shit in a
That's-
lot
yeah,
of
okay.
freaking cartoons.
But
I'm
it
sitting
goes-
here
it-
like reading a whole article, and you're right. It's a ton of like
It goes back years though. It's
Yeah.
not like
Aladdin
Just,
and,
yeah,
like they'll put a dick like in Minnie Mouse's shirt and shit, and yeah, they ain't nothing for that.
Is that the first thing you thought of?
They put
They
a
put a
dick.
dick in,
They
in Minnie
did.
Mouse's shirt.
They did.
That's real.
there's a butt joke in Shrek.
There's one that they got like 4 in Dumbo, the original
yeah.
Dumbo. Like they got some in Dumbo too. You know what I'm saying, with the crows and everything.
You wish you could see an elephant fly.
And that's classic. I don't know if I can.
There's a lot of weird racial undertones in that cartoon as well.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if
Which
I.
one?
Disney ain't shit.
Hey, the crows are like black than
What's
the
it
mug.
called again? Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Oh yeah,
The crows
Yeah.
in that movie are like black than a mug.
It's like, all right, the crows are black people, and the elephants are
Why is it not allowing
flying.
me to?
So have y'all watched?
Set me up, man. You know.
Speaking of
Yes, sir.
like those kind of connotations, have y'all watched Bright? Because
Yes,
Bright's been getting
I
a
have.
lot of mixed reviews.
I have watched
What are
it.
the reviews saying?
Was that the
Well, a
Will,
lot of
show with
people-
Will Smith?
Is
Yeah.
it racial tension or something?
No, it's not racial tension. It's like how they group people.
Okay.
Me personally, I didn't too much. It was subpar to me.
Okay.
I didn't care for it a whole lot.
All right.
Can't
But,
believe you
like-
gave him the controller while he's doing this.
I know he's not a very good multitasker.
We'll find out. Go ahead, Terrence.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Or I could be mute. Whatever you prefer.
I saw it. I thought the movie was like, I love sci-fi stuff like that,
You almost cursed.
But it was good to an extent, but I didn't really like it. Like,
it wasn't a bad movie.
I felt like they could have done a lot more with it, I guess.
Who's in the film? Like, are there any notable names or anything in that
Will
one?
Smith.
Will Smith is the main guy.
Oh, okay. I was asleep. I'm
I mean, he
sleeping.
just said that. But
I
you know,
wasn't
Literally
listening.
30
I'm playing.
seconds
I'm
ago.
playing Tetris. Sorry.
That's cool. You
Maybe
could,
you don't
could have
need
not
to
been
play
playing
Tetris.
Tetris.
I'll just-
That's honestly my vote. But
I'll just be
yeah.
mute then. Go ahead.
but also, I mean, I don't know. Like, there were moments where I laughed. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. You know, when I realized what they were doing.
By the way, you suck at Tetris.
I thought he was talking about the
You
movie.
do suck at Tetris.
Oh.
Just press
Okay.
pause.
Hey,
But-
no, Mike. Since
But like, I didn't. I just felt
You
like
can
they
keep sucking hard in 5 minutes.
Well,
And
right.
licking balls.
about
Wow,
loan,
that's
about loan in the movie part 4.
Yeah. So about this movie, I thought they could have done it a little better, and I like what they tried to do. I don't think they executed it very
Yeah.
well. But I didn't hate it. It was
Yeah,
okay.
I ain't hate it. It's not a terrible movie, but the reason why I said that with the connotation. So you
It's
have
a Netflix joint, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have Will Smith, whose character's name is Ward or something like that. He's a cop, and they've recently
Spoiler
just
alert.
let.
Yeah. I know.
And, well, not necessarily
Terry's like,
because
I'm, gonna tell
I'm
y'all
not
the
going to
whole
spoil
movie.
it. No, I'm not. I'm just about to tell you what it is because you can see this shit on the poster.
Okay.
There's an orc who's his partner.
Yes.
Yep.
Trailer spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I did see.
There's
I
an
did
orc.
see the orc. Yeah.
Yeah, the orc is his partner.
Shout out to Lord of the Rings.
So the orc, yeah, it's like, so the orcs kind of represent black people, essentially black people and Hispanics in the movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if once you watch it, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Aren't there like
Okay.
turf battles and wars going on like in
Yeah.
the city at the same time
Yeah.
with
Kinda,
with
yeah.
orcs and like
Orcs.
Then
And
you have elves.
They're-
Elves are kind of like the Jews.
they're Jewish people. Yeah.
Really?
interesting.
The regular humans are white people,
Mm-hmm.
No.
and then the cops are the cops.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
And so when you look at it like that, that's why I say it was kind of clever. It wasn't overly clever, but maybe that was the point.
So wait.
Maybe you have to be not overly clever anymore.
So
to
the
grab people's
regular. Let me
attention.
make sure I
don't
heard
know.
you correctly. The
think that might
regular
be the
people in
case.
the movie are white people. Is that what you said? Like
White
there's
and black.
white and black. Okay.
Yeah, but mostly
But as
white
for
people.
yeah, mostly white.
because like you said, the orcs are essentially they're equating it to the
Like
The minority.
minorities
Yeah.
in America.
minorities in
Mhm.
America, essentially. And so, like, he's like in an interracial relationship.
Okay.
with an orc.
Nah.
No, with
No.
a white woman.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's interracial. That really,
we see you,
it's a
Spoolz.
whole nother play on that
Yeah,
word,
man.
right?
We see.
Considering that human is a race.
That's bright too.
Ding, ding, ding. But
it's bright too.
Yeah.
it wasn't bad, man. It was like Hancock. You know, like I wanted to like Hancock. I just didn't really like Hancock.
Will Smith still take them checks home.
Home.
It don't even matter if his movie is trash.
He's still taking
He's
checks
getting
on.
a bag. You know, Netflix paid him out the wazoo for
Off
that.
his name alone. He
Yeah.
getting that bread. Yeah.
He dropped a movie last year that I just watched last night for the first time.
What was that? The
Something.
concussion joint.
No, Concussion was horrible.
I never
Was
even
it? I
watched
never
it.
saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, it had a
Tell the
good.
truth. I kept seeing that.
It was just
that
like-
Come on,
trailer.
man.
Tell the truth.
Come on, man.
Can't handle the
don't-
truth.
It could have been better. What was it called? Let's see here. Let me
His
look.
accent was trash.
Tell the
Terry.
truth.
Hey man, don't be hating on Will
I ain't.
accent, bruh.
You go on and tell the truth.
Tell the truth, man.
He that I thought that movie was just poorly. Sometimes I feel like even though movies are long, they don't cover everything they need to cover, and I feel like they get
That's
caught up
fair.
in the time sometimes. Like that movie could have been longer,
That's
and if
fair.
it was longer, I would have liked it more because it would have like all of a sudden like some just jumped into stuff. Like
Yeah.
it just completely missed a storyline or
you
something.
got me not want to watch it now because I've never seen that movie before.
Well,
Yeah.
Collateral Beauty is what I watched last night,
Collateral Beauty.
and it was pretty decent.
They had Will Smith in it.
Yeah.
What's his role?
The premise is he's an exec, and his daughter dies of a rare cancer. She's like 6, and he's just completely just going through the trauma of that for 6 months or so. And some of his coworkers, who are also friends of his, hire who they think are actors to come in and play a role. So he writes these letters. One's to love, one's to time, and one's
Oh man, I've
one's
seen
to,
the previews for this.
yeah. One's to time, one's to death, and so they hire actors to come in and to play those roles for him, and just it was a decent movie,
Sounds
man.
deep.
It had some cool premises in it that I could mess with. So yeah,
That's
nobody's gonna know what we're laughing at.
that's
either.
genius, man. That's pure
So.
brilliance, man.
I'm not keeping that in there.
Yeah, that's pure. That's
Or maybe
pure
I should
genius.
keep it in there. I
You
don't
might
know.
as well, man. You might as well.
But yeah, so yeah, man.
Shout out to Will Smith getting that bag.
That was good. The Dave Chappelle skit, Black Mirror, came out. Black Mirror is good. Well, I don't know if it was as good as previous seasons.
No, it's not as good, but it's still very interesting.
It's still Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Is that
There's a
Netflix
new,
or is that?
Yeah.
Netflix?
Okay.
New season of Peaky Blinders. If you ever watch that show,
I've
awesome.
never
Never
watched
seen
that,
that.
but I heard it was pretty good.
Really
What's that
good.
on? Is that on Netflix?
Netflix. Yep.
What's that about?
British gangsters.
Oh yeah.
In like the 20s and 30s.
I'll just wait till HBO Showtime steals the idea
Wow.
and creates it for English.
Wow.
It's good though.
I mean, that's pretty much what Shameless is. Shameless was
Yeah.
a British show first, and then
Well, The
They
Office
stole it.
was too.
Was it?
The
Yeah.
Office has like
Yep.
Ricky Gervais as
Yeah, he was the main character.
the main character.
Oh wow.
Which I like Ricky Gervais a
Me
lot.
too. He's hilarious.
Wait,
The guy from
Office.
the guy from The Hobbit.
Something? They bit something.
What's that?
You said Office was
The Office was a British show before it was ever American show.
Oh yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only did like 2 seasons and then like a series ending finale that was like an hour and a half.
They
But
getting a check off that?
Probably.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, I'm sure Ricky Gervais he wrote it.
But yeah, the Hobbit, the main character in the Hobbit,
He's Tim
Yeah.
in the
Oh.
British Office. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Anyways,
I like some of those quirky British shows.
I do too. IT Crowd's kind of funny. If you've ever seen that,
I did start watching that a little bit.
pretty
Yeah.
funny.
I gotta step my.
But like Shaun of the Deads and all those,
Yeah,
like,
that's
just hilarious.
Those are hilarious.
Yeah.
So that movie that Ricky Gervais did about God he wrote all the commandments on a pizza box.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but
I don't remember.
But he hands me
Oh,
the
the com-
controller while he's losing. Check this out.
I mean, my score pretty much says it all, brother. Pretty much says it all.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I'm missing in terms of performances? Or anything you guys got going on for the new year? I know it's just starting, but is there anything coming up calendar-wise that I'm missing, or is it still too early?
Pharoah Monch is coming. Right?
Okay, Pharaoh Maja. He'll be performing at
Jazz Kitchen.
Jazz Kitchen.
I believe the 21st Bringing Down the Band is a sponsor of that.
Word.
As well. I should probably know that actual date, so I'll look that up. The Build is coming back on the third Thursday of the month at Kepfer Institute.
And on the build, I want to say this. I always say this when we talk about the build, but
Sorry,
if you-
January 19th is Pharaoh Monch
okay.
with DJ
Dun,
Boogie
dun,
Line.
dun, dun.
Word. With the build, like if you have dope ideas, everybody talks about they have the answers or they have ideas at work. Come out and present them and just talk and chop it up and bounce ideas off other creatives and see what happens. Like, it's one thing to have dope ideas and dope concepts. It's another thing to just keep them in your room. Like, come out and talk, be amongst the people, and
It's
bounce
community
ideas,
building
man.
mostly.
Yes.
So
yeah.
you go into adhere to what we're talking about, but we're gonna open it up some.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
you guys do open it up though, right?
I'm being a little rude. No, it is open. Yeah, it is pretty much open
It's
based.
open?
But we try to focus every conversation on something.
That's
you
what's
know?
up.
So
That's what's up.
yeah, third Thursday. So that's actually I think right
This
before that Fairmont show. So or
Yeah.
around
Dun,
there.
dun, dun, dun.
I'll be curious. I definitely want to see him. Last time I saw him live was in the shot at the Metro. So
Sonny. So we're doing that thing with Sonny as well. Hip hop night.
That's
Word.
Square Cat Vinyl.
Yeah, date hasn't been determined for that yet though.
yeah, shout out to
So that's
Paradise.
coming up soon.
We like Hinks Jones.
Do what?
Like we as in Hinks Jones.
No, bringing
Oh,
down
No,
the
bringing
band.
on the band.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. So we got some other things coming, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about them later.
Yeah, stuff in
Ow.
the pipeline. I think this was a dope start to 2018, fellas. We got a lot
Indeed.
more, a lot of good stuff coming up. We appreciate everyone as always.
Yeah.
that
Special
support
thanks to
us.
our patrons.
Yes. We love you
Indeed,
guys.
indeed.
Thank you all. Lonegevity, DJ Jay Diff, DJ Spoolz. That is going to wrap up episode 62, first one of 2018. Make sure you show love to Coleman Dental, 317-255-8546. Printfinity, Bringing Down the Band, and No Bad Ideas. Also go to bringingdowntheband.com for more information about our Patreon site. We got videos, interviews, raffles, giveaways,
all that. Yeah. And may your 2018 be as good as Tiffany Haddish and Cardi B's 2017 because they killed last year. They got that bag.
And on that note, we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.